Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Bologi Steven. I'm so excited to have you guys here. Today we're going to be talking about the hamster on a wheel life. Yeah, and I don't know if there's anybody that hasn't seen a hamster on a wheel, but basically it's a hamster on a wheel. It's just running. It's going nowhere because it's on a wheel. So it's constantly moving, constantly in motion, constantly running, but it's making no progress. It's going nowhere. It's in motion, but going nowhere. And a lot of us are now like that. A lot of us are living our lives like hamsters on a wheel. Basically, a lot of us are constantly moving, constantly busy, constantly doing one thing or the other, constantly just generally in motion, but going nowhere, getting nothing done. There is no progress, there is no productivity. So you find that this kind of person is usually very tired, mostly very tired, because you're doing so many things. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with actually doing a lot of things if you're productive at them. And I know this personally because I have been a hamster on a wheel. For me, there was a point in my life, right, that every time you say, "How are you?" legit, my default answer is tired. And I wasn't lying, I really was tired. In fact, at that time, a lot of my friends would be like, "Oh, I wanted to come and see you, but I knew that you won't be around." And even though I go like, "How did you know I wasn't around?" Most times they are right. This hamster on the wheel life happens to us in this generation a lot, because sometimes it happens to people that are just going through routines. There's nothing exciting in your life anymore. You're just going through the motions. Sometimes people are actually doing things, but they're not fulfilled. You don't have any sense of fulfillment. You're just going through and going through and going through and going through. And the danger really with the hamster on a wheel life is that you are so often burnt out. You are so often tired. You're exhausted. But the worst part is that you have a semblance of work. You look like you're actually getting things done. In fact, you can fool everybody else that you are getting things done. But you know that you're not being productive. You know that you are living unfulfilled. You know that this life you're living is not all that there is to you. Why sometimes we get stuck in this hamster on the wheel life? Sometimes it comes to play when you do not have a sense of your own assignment. You haven't really found the lane that you're supposed to be in. So some people are living in competition with other people. Mr. A did this, I have to do it. Mr. B did that, I have to do that. So you're doing what Mr. A did, what Mr. B did, what Mr. C is doing, what Mr. D is going to do, but you're not doing what you are meant to do. So while all these other people are being productive because they are doing what they've been called to do, what they are supposed to do, you are basically struggling, trying to be a replica of the other person. Do you see what I'm saying? So many times it comes to play when a person is not living their authentic life, when the person is living in competition with another person, also when a person is lost. You've not really found what you're supposed to do. And then it also happens to multi-talented people that can juggle a lot of things at the same time. Sometimes you are so caught up doing everything you can that you're not doing everything you should. Do you get? There's a difference between what you can do and what you should do. Sometimes they are the same thing, right? Sometimes they're not. So if you are so caught up doing everything you can, you might be missing out on everything you should do. And sometimes the things you should do are less than the things you can do. So you need discernment, you need wisdom, you need direction and guidance to know that, okay, I can paint, I can draw, I can sing, I can dance, I can act, I can jump. But which one should I be doing at this time? Which one should I be doing at this season of my life? Do you get? So this hamster on the wheel thing is very dangerous, because like I said, you have the semblance of work. You actually look to people like you're getting things done, but you know you're not. So the next and most important question is, how do you get off that wheel? Because you need to jump off that wheel. How do you do it? The first thing is to realize that you are actually on a wheel. Be truthful to yourself and know that, look, I might look a certain way to people, I might look productive, I might look like I'm getting a lot of things done, but I know me, and I know that I'm not getting anything done. So be honest with yourself. When you're honest with yourself, then take a break. If possible, take a break from all those things you're doing. If you're going to work, you have to go to work. Take a break, like take a step back, everything, and reevaluate. It's very important that we constantly reevaluate our lives, because life is in seasons. We're supposed to be able to always discern the season that we're in per time. It's so important, because you can be doing the right thing for you, but in the wrong season, right? So like, take a break, take some time out to, reevaluate your life, reevaluate what season of your life you are at that moment in. What are the things that you should do despite the things that you can do? Listen to what God is telling you. Listen to what the Holy Spirit is telling you. Listen to what you're passionate about at that period, that season, what you think you're supposed to be doing, what you really feel led to do. It might be one thing, it might be two, it might be three, but you would always find a balance on, this is what I should be doing now, this other one I can do tomorrow. Do you see? And then reevaluate productivity. So am I being productive in this thing that I'm doing? Why am I doing this thing? Reevaluate your motive. Motive is very important. Why am I doing this thing? What has been the result of this thing? And then take a creative break sometimes. Break the circle of routine sometimes. Just do something that that is refreshing. Do something that's like a breath of fresh air. And always listen to the voice of the Holy Spirit, because when you step out of what you should be doing, if you're somebody that is led by God and always wants to listen to what God would have you do, you would feel the nudging, and then you would be able to retrace your steps. So in essence, the hamster on the wheel life is not a productive one to live. It is not a beneficial one. You're supposed to always be living a fulfilling and productive and impactful life. And a hamster on the wheel life is not one of, productivity. So this is just for anybody out there that really feels like they're living that kind of life, to take a step back, reevaluate, and get off that wheel. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and just basically stay blessed, stay safe, and see you next time. Bye.